What's going on, guys? Tanner back here bringing you another video, and what I got for you guys today is we are going to be discussing what Meps is like in 2020 during COVID-19 and all the things that you're going to have to go through and what changed, from before COVID to now. I went through in 2017, so a lot of the information still is the same of the process. It's just a little bit of things have changed with precautions and measures taken to prevent people from spreading COVID. So I got a lot of this information from my buddy Caleb. He just went through Meps. His Twitter is going to be right here on the screen. Go shoot him a follow. He gave me the most information he could. He went through, I believe, last week, so this is very accurate and up-to-date info. So thank you, Caleb, for helping us make this video. I really do appreciate it, brother. Without further ado, let's get right into today's video. So a lot of the information I'm going to have right here on my phone. It's a lot of info because I'm going to be covering everything there is to know from, before to arrival to after. It's a lot of information. So I will be referencing my phone a little bit, so I'll read a little bit and then explain it. So before going to Meps, you're going to take the PyCat. The PyCat is going to be a version of the ASVAB that you're going to take at home. You'll get a username and password to take this online test. Then your scores will be sent to your recruiter. That score is not finalized until you actually go to Meps. When you go to Meps, you're going to take a 10 to 15 question test just to verify that it was actually you taking the PyCat. And if you pass that small test, your PyCat questions will be your actual ASVAB score so you can pick your jobs. So you still need to do good on the PyCat, but don't cheat because it'll come back to bite you in the ass. So you're going to go to a hotel and check in with a Meps employee. They're going to make sure that you quarantine for 14 days. They're going to take your temperature, and they're going to check you in to make sure it's actually you who is arriving at the hotel. After this, they're going to shuttle you over to Meps where you take that small test we talked about earlier to verify your PyCat score. You will also take a personality assessment test as well as one other test. After you finish all three of those, they're going to shuttle you back to the hotel so you can stay the night. Upon arrival at the hotel again, you're going to be going into the Freedom Club, which is basically a common area for all DEP recruits. They're going to have video games, movies, all sorts of stuff, and that's an area for all the DEP recruits to hang out. I'm not sure how lenient they're going to be on you hanging out in there, but I know that it is there, and that's what the Freedom Club is, and that's where you're going to check in. Upon arriving there, they're going to give you your room key. They're going to check to make sure all your paperwork is good, you have everything you need, and that, once again, it is actually you returning from Meps to go in. There were a couple rules they gave. If you're under the age of 18, which is allowed to enlist, you just have to have parent permission, you are not allowed to leave the hotel after checking in. If you are over the age of 18, you are allowed to leave the hotel, but you must turn in your room key to a liaison and then pick it up on arrival so that way they know you actually came back. Lights out for Meps is going to be 2200 hours or 10 p.m. You must be in your room by that time. They're not going to come by and see if you're actually asleep. They just want you to be in your room. So if they catch you in the halls, which happened to people when I was there, you're going to get sent home most likely. I had people get sent home immediately from Meps at the hotel at like 11 o'clock at night, and we found out the next morning. And it was very tough because they had a really tough time getting back to Meps. One of the people was my buddy. I met him in the DEP program, and it took him another 4 months to get back there, so just be in your room when they tell you to be in your room. The night you stay the night there around 8:30 p.m., they're going to give you sort of a welcome brief, and they're going to do a head counts, like attendance type thing to make sure everything actually returned to the hotel if you did leave. And they're going to talk to you about what they expect from you guys and things of that nature. So around 8:30 at night, you will go to that brief, and then they're going to release you for the rest of the night for the next hour or so. And that is yours to do what you want as long as you are back in your room by 10 o'clock. The next morning, they will give you a wake-up call to your room around 4 a.m. and you're going to have about a half hour. If you want to shower, I would recommend showering the night before, but then to get ready and get downstairs for breakfast at about 4:30. It's best to get there early because the breakfast line will be very, very long. At least it was for us before COVID. Now with COVID, it's probably going to be a little shorter because when I was there's like 150 people going through Meps, and now there's probably about 50 total. So it'll be a little shorter, but just try to get out there as fast as possible, especially if you're hungry in the morning. After breakfast, they're going to take your temperature once again, and they're going to ship your happy asses back to Meps. Upon arrival at Meps again, you're going to meet with your branch liaison, whichever branch that is, and you're going to go over your paperwork to verify once again that it is you. You're going to go over your social security number, your ID, all of your paperwork to verify that you are the person on arrival. After all that is verified, they're going to send you to the front desk, and they're going to get you all your medical paperwork, and they're going to ship you over to the medical side of Meps to make sure that you are good to go and get medically cleared. While you're waiting to go in there, they're going to give you a bunch of paperwork basically stating that you didn't lie and that you told your recruiter all of the truths, and that they're not going to find anything wrong with you when they go do their medical exam, which is the biggest thing, is tell the truth. If it's on your medical record, don't lie about it, because they're going to pull it. If it's not on your medical record and you don't want them to know, then don't say anything. But if there's record of it somewhere, don't lie, because it's just going to bite you in the ass. People lie when that kind of stuff comes up, and they don't think that they're going to pull it, but they're the government. They're going to pull everything. They can find anything they want about you, so just be honest. Honesty is the best policy, especially when it comes to stuff like this. After that, you're going to fill out your tattoo and piercing report, which is basically you're going to write down any tattoos that you have. They're going to give you like a piece of paper, and it'll have a body on it, kind of like a stick figure in a sense, and it's going to say like left arm, right arm, chest, torso, whatever it may be, and you're going to put down your tattoos, your piercings, the meanings of them, the locations, and however many you have total. And that's because some tattoos aren't allowed. Anything over like right here on your wrist is not allowed. Anything above your collarbone's not allowed. Anything gang related is not going to be allowed. Anything like that, they will DQ you for, or you might have to get a waiver. From there, they're going to breathalyze you, which they didn't do when I was there, so that's a new one, but they're going to breathalyze you now, and then if you pass the breathalyze, you're going to go into medical and start that process. From there, they're going to give you a few briefs about what's going to happen, and then they're going to test your vision, hearing, and take your blood samples. For those of you who are nervous about blood, I was very nervous. I had never given blood other than I think when I was like a little baby, and I think they take your blood, but I haven't given blood ever, since I had been older, and I was nervous about it. So just let them know. They're going to be, nice about it. They'll tell you to look away. They'll give you a little squeeze ball, and it's over before you even know it. From there, you're going to go into the medical area where they're going to have you do all the things that you've heard about, like your crab walks, all the things, your squats, to make sure your joints aren't cracking. And for those of you who are nervous about that, they do make you strip down to your underwear, so that way they can see any deformities or anything like that. You will have to do the cough check where they tell you to bend over and cough and things like that. So for some of you, it's going to be very uncomfortable. It is very uncomfortable in general when you have another person, a grown person, checking your genitals and stuff like that. So just you bear with it, but that is the process of that. After they do all of that, they're going to take your height and weight. For those of you who are going in overweight, they will tape you now. When I was there, I went in 0.6 pounds under my max. So I was 6'1", 196.4 or something like that. My max was 197, and they wouldn't even tape me. They actually sent me home because I wasn't far enough under the max for them. So that sucked, but they will tape you now. After all of that, you're going to get dressed, and then you're going to meet one-on-one with the doctor, and they will tell you if you're medically cleared or not. If you are medically cleared, you're good to go. If not, they're going to give you the reason why, and then you're going to go meet with the liaisons to discuss your options further. If you did pass, they're going to send you back to your liaison. They're going to look over your paperwork a little bit more. They're going to have you do I guess it would be a clean or like an overhead press. There's 2 handles, and it's like 70 pounds, and you just have to lift it above a line, and it sounds, for some of you, 70 pounds might sound heavy. It's not heavy at all. It goes up really quick. I don't even think it's 70 pounds. I think they say it is, and it's really not. It's really the easiest thing you're going to do. From there, you're going to get fingerprinted, and then they're going to start the process of getting you to swear in. They'll give you a time frame. For me, I think I waited an hour. For him, he said he waited an hour and a half. So during that time, you go and get your lunch, those bag lunches I told you about that are absolutely disgusting. Now you're allowed to play on your phone. For some of you, that's cool. You get to go in the lunchroom, play on your phone, tell your family what's going on, tell them that you passed medical and that you're ready to go. And then when your swearing time comes around, you're going to head back into the other rooms. There's going to be about 3 of you at a time in there with some sort of officer, whichever branch they decide to use, it doesn't matter, and they're going to swear you in. All of them are recorded and posted on your Meps Facebook pages, so that way your family can actually see the whole process. So that's pretty cool for a lot of people. They will automatically have a version of it recorded for them somewhere. After that, they're going to show you your contract. They're going to make sure that that is the amount of time that you signed for, that your rank is correct. For the love of all that is holy, if you have college, make sure that it states that your rank, your contract, and everything in there is stated. Make sure of that 100%. If it is not correct, if it does not say you are getting E3 or E2 after basic, do not sign the contract and tell them that it needs to be changed. I have seen people who get to basic, and when it comes time, they're like, why isn't my stripes here? Why don't I get my stripes? Because at the end of basic, for graduation, you do put on your rank. You wear your rank around. And a lot of people didn't get it put into their actual contracts that they needed their rank, and so they had to wait a little bit longer to get their rank put on. And I'm not sure if you get back paid for that, so if you don't, that really, really sucks. so make sure that your rank in every piece of information on your contract is correct. After that, they're going to have you fingerprint sign every single document for your contract, and then you're 100% ready to go. They're going to send you back to your recruiter's office, which they'll set up a shuttle, take you back there, and then from there you're going to pick your jobs with your recruiter, your 8 to 10 jobs, and then you will send that list up, and then you just wait to hear back to see when your jobs are available. I know it sounds like a lot, it really is a lot, but it's really, really simple. A lot of the problems is for you guys, you're going to just have to be waiting a long time to be able to get to Meps. Now, like I said in the last video, within probably 6 to 8 months, Meps dates are going to be coming a lot faster, I feel like. So just bear with it. I know it's a long process. I personally, without COVID being in the picture, had to wait 4.5 or 5 months after I lost all my weight just to get to Meps, just to get there. And then that's why I quick shipped. A lot of you know I took a quick ship job. I left 4 days after. It's because I was fed up. So just be patient, guys. You know, patience is a virtue. Being patient will get you the best job possible. You'll be put in the best position possible, and your Air Force career will be just that much better. So that's all I got for you guys. If you did enjoy, please smash the like button. I hope this was really informative for you. If you have any other questions, please leave a comment. Like I said, follow my buddy Caleb on Twitter. I'll put his thing back up here again. Let me know what you guys want to see on the channel next. Subscribe if you are new. Turn on the post notification bell to know when we post another video. We are so close to 4K again, guys. I think we're 70 or 60 off now. Absolutely insane how fast we're growing. So thank you once again for all the support, but I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out. I love you all. Stay safe and have a great day.
I got a feeling you niggas don't like me. I'm talking vacation, this shit can get pricey. They know I'm the greatest, my nigga, that's Nike. I do it, just do it like Nike. Needed some help, she started twerking. She said that it's mine if I go put the work in. I secured the bag and I bought her a Birkin. No, I can't swim, so I drown in the ocean. This is the mask, I'm doing the most. They praying I fall, I'm killing they hopes.